This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got updates on Vultures 2. This is dropping whenever. It can drop it any day. He got on stream with Vitaly on Kick and kind of talked about that this will only be on the app. This will not be on streaming services. And they have enough music for 4 volumes. But, you know, Kanye is going to do things the way he wants to. They did preview a track. It sounded good. You know, we'll see what happens. I mean, at least hopefully Ty Dolla $ign also goes on. I don't know if he went on Aiden Ross yet. He went on with Vitaly. Kanye might go on with Aiden Ross when it drops. Who knows? But, and I assume on this, we'll get a Kanye Drake diss. Why wouldn't he join in on something that he's been on since Drake got here? You know, it's just subtly. And now it's on full throttle. It is what it is. Kanye posts this picture. What is that? Okay. And then we got Ty Dolla $ign preview song, blah, blah, blah. All right, so then we got Vince Staples. Now, he originally was asked about the Drake and Kendrick beef. And he was like, well, you know, you got guys arguing. Now, listen, rap started as battling, okay? MCing, there were battles to see who was the best. DJs would battle. Breakdancers would battle. Graffiti artists would battle. It's about competition and who's the best. These guys got to learn where the art form they are partaking in comes from and the roots of it. Because it's always going to be about who's the best, right? Vince Staples talks spicy on his, you know, in the past. He's better than this or he's that, you know. So he said, hey, man, you got people like Taylor Swift fighting for streaming rights, but then you got these guys battling over who's the best. Yeah, bro, all that righteous stuff, yeah, save it, park it, because, yeah, that's important too. That's very important. You can do both, okay? You know, he talked about labels downsizing and this, and, you know, they're making it harder for artists to buy their rights back. Absolutely. That should be a fight. That's another fight, though. You can have both simultaneously. This could actually generate money for that fight. Think about that. So then Vince walks it back and says, this guy Mustard is in studio trying to brainwash me. So F it, we beefing. Who gonna pop Shy Gilgeous Alexander for the West Coast? Okay, that's what he's calling Drake. Okay. I like Vince Staples because he's himself. He's funny too. Then we got Electronica Wang, and he says, I've loved this record since a child. It was one of my mother's favorites. Also, as a qualified observer, Drake punishing these boys. I don't care what anybody say. Don't at me. You're not qualified. This is the one thing I'll agree with Electronica. Drake is punishing them, but Kendrick fans will go to bat for Kendrick and make an excuse for Kendrick on anything. Okay? I still say nobody's winning, so don't get it twisted here. I'll say this. Let's break this down, okay? What was this? This was the first record, Euphoria. You know you a master manipulator and habitual liar. Liar, too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell the truths about you. And goes on to lie, okay? The second record, 616. Oh, yeah, to survive, think somebody lied. I think somebody lied. Okay. Then you go on to Meet the Grams and lie because you were fed lies. Now some people are trying to say, there's articles back from 2012, 2014 where Drake has a daughter. You don't think Drake would, if there were articles about Drake having a daughter, right? You don't think he would have shown his daughter ever or talked about his daughter? You think that you think he wanted to have a baby with the girl Sophie, whatever her name is? No. But it happened and he embraces his kid and he accepts her as his baby mom, right? And takes care of her. Right? So what people are painting Drake as this guy that's hiding kids. He didn't know if the kid was his yet, so he couldn't announce it, push it, and he had mentioned this to Kanye, or 40 had pillow talked to some girl and told Pusha T. Either way, it shouldn't have been let out of the circle. It was. And that's that. Am I defending Drake? No. I'm just saying the facts are the facts. Kendrick lied on this record when he was just talking about lying. Now, nobody's come out and refuted that Kendrick's put pause on his fiance. Dave Friesnot come out and said, oh, I've never slept with that girl. That's not my kid. Nobody said that. And nobody will talk about Kendrick putting his hands on women, right? Maybe because he's too short and it's self-defense, as he says. I don't know. But listen, you got to be fair in these things, which makes me think, Drake, it's your time. They want you to lose. They don't want you to win anymore. It's over. It's over. You can't win anymore. There's a point where they just want to tear you down. That's what it is. 50 Cent went through it too, okay? There's a point where he couldn't... Come on, the Rick Ross beef was stupid. But Rick Ross held his own during that beef because people were sick of 50 winning at that point. He had been winning for 7 years at that point. 7, and that felt like a long time. 6 to 7 years. Drake's been winning for 14 years right now. Non-stop. Winning. Dominating. People want it to end. And that's the fact. It's a changing of the guards. And it's not Kendrick. It's just a changing of the guards, period. In the end of the day, we'll see how this shakes out. And this, like many people say, this won't shake out for months to a year. You won't see the real... I don't know if it's over. I think it probably is. I think Kendrick is not going to respond. I don't think Drake's going to talk about it anymore. And really because I think that Drake realizes he can't win this battle. Because if people won't... He could drop a video of Kendrick literally hitting a woman. And, obviously there's no video that exists of that. But he could really put that out and still he would lose. I've seen this story before. Remember Ja Rule couldn't win? They wanted Ja Rule out of here. Ja Rule couldn't get no points. And understandably. I mean, I'm not a big Ja Rule, but I'm just saying, he got nothing, right? You couldn't win. Fat Joe couldn't win against 50 Cent, right? But then at one point, 50 Cent couldn't beat Rick Ross. He couldn't. The truth that he was a CEO and everything, it didn't matter. Didn't matter anymore. And that used to be the death of somebody in hip hop, right? At one point, it just, you can't, people were sick of you winning. And that's the facts, bro. So Drake, I don't even know what he could do at this point. It's, I think he did a good job. I think Kendrick did a good job. And it is what it is. Kendrick ended with a bop. You got some good songs out of it. It was an exciting time for the past 2 months, I guess, And that's it. It's over, man. Will they still take shots at each other? Absolutely. Because there is no real winner in this. It's almost impossible, to be honest with you. This isn't like when Nas dropped Ether, right? This is a very different... I love how people are like, this is the best battle of our lifetime. It's not. It's different. It's a different battle of our lifetime. That's all it is. It's different. Some battles, you feel like people are going to get hurt. Some people, they don't. Who won Cameron and 50 Cent? 50 Cent dropped one music video and a track. I think he made a drop one more. Cameron dropped like 4. Who won? Nobody. But you could, you can't really say that. You could say that like that beef right there is what really dismantled Dipset, because it created a divide in Dipset. But 50 Cent was losing G Unit at that point too. The game took off. Young Buck was losing his mind. Lloyd Banks wanted off the label. Things just started to trickle apart. All that happened over time. Cameron, the dismantling of Dipset, that happened like almost instantaneously. Jim Jones chose a side, betrayed Cameron, and it is what it is. A list of Keisha Cole exes is going viral because she just broke up. She just got used by this guy, Honcho. She dated Antonio Brown before. Nicole Kale, Floyd Mayweather. Oh, wow. Bow Wow, Birdman, Daniel Gibson, Jeezy, Chink Santana. Yeah, she's been busy, man. Anyways, that's about it, man. This is JordanTower with JT News. Sorry, I know we keep talking about this Drake and Kendrick thing, but it is what it is. And still, I'm not saying that anyone's better than anybody. I'm just saying it just seems to be unfair where we're not looking at both parties the same. The internet has just chosen that Drake lost, and they want him to lose. And that's what it is. At that point, it's like, is this even... It's like, whatever, I don't know. And then Drake sounded defeated in his last, he's like tired of it, because I think he knows he can't win. He knows the internet. He's on the internet. You can't beat delusions. Some people are just delusional and they make an excuse for everything. You can't beat that. If you paint a wall white and someone told you, nah, that wall's yellow, and the wall's clearly white, right? And you're arguing, and they keep saying, no, it has a yellowish tint, so it's really yellow, and they keep arguing, it's yellow, it's yellow, it's yellow. Are you going to win? Nah, it's yellow because the way that, it's like if you can't win, why argue? Let it go, because it's going to take too much energy. Drake couldn't see this going this way. Kendrick couldn't have seen it going this way. It is what it is. Nobody lost. It's really the internet and the fans right now. That's kind of like people argue stupid points. They make excuses for this and that. Honestly, I think they're both equally, they're very different rappers, but equally talented, if that makes any sense. Kendrick's going to get more deep on records. Drake comes up with clever ways to spin things and everything. Like, they have different talents, man, and it depends what you're looking for in your music. I like a little of both, so I listen to both guys, Money Trees is one of my favorite records of all time. I thought that was an amazing record. Kendrick has a lot of amazing cuts that I really like and that are on my playlist forever. Drake has a few too, but I'm just saying, out of all, they both have timeless tracks.